Have you ever been on the hunt for some chic, cosy, snuggly loungewear? Well, a few weeks ago I did a vlog all about my search for that exact thing, and I've made up 2 loungewear sets. We're going to review them today and see if they meet my criteria. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher and welcome to my sewing space. Yes, I spend a lot of time at home these days. I took early retirement and I spend a lot of time chilling, if I'm honest, in front of my sewing machine. But what do I wear? I wanted to put together my loungewear or leisure wear capsule was all sweat tops and jog bottoms. Great for walking the dogs in, not very chic looking though. So I thought, right, I'm going to find some elevated loungewear sets and get some made up so that they transition, as they're meant to do, from lounging around the house to nipping out for lunch with the girls. Now, have I achieved it? I chose 2 sets. One is the KARLA loungewear set from Swim Style Patterns, and the other is a combination of the KAJO top and the Olo pants from Named Clothing. The KAJO is their recent pattern, so I thought we'll give that one a try as well. So I'm actually wearing my first loungewear set, which is the KARLA loungewear set. So it's a billow sleeve, tuck the top into the waistband, and trousers. Really comfortable. So let's find out about the KARLA set. So the KARLA set has got quite a wide boat style neckband, big billowy sleeves. The trousers are a wide leg trouser, and there's a shorts option as well to choose from. And you can do an elasticated, I've done elasticated, or a drawstring waistband on them. It comes in sizes extra small up to 5X. So quite a good size range, which equates to a bust of 32 up to 48 inches and a waist of 25 up to 40 inches. So fairly size inclusive. How much fabric do we need to make the KARLA set? This is always a problem with me. Being a shorty, I never need as much as the pattern says, but I've used fabric from my stash this time. But they say for the top and pants set, which is the one that I've made, you need from 2.7 to 4 meters of fabric. So I reckon I would get my set out of 2.5 meters of fabric easy. So when I made the KARLA set, what pattern adjustments did I make? Because being a shorty, there's always adjustments, isn't there, girls? I was told, did a bit of surfing on YouTube's research, and people who'd made it said that it came out big. So I had a look, as you should do, at my size and then the finished garment measurements, and there was a huge, I think 5 inches of ease, which is way too much for me. It would swamp me. If you want the slouchy look, go with your size. If you want it to be a bit more fitted and a bit more chic, then downsize by 2 sizes. So I should have been, the top, I was between a small and a medium. So I made an extra small in the top, which is unheard of for me. And I'm sure you can see there's plenty of room in this top without it swamping me, so I'm glad that I did that. I also took 3 inches off the sleeves because I ain't got arms like a baboon. And the length of the top, I left it as the pattern just to see what the length was like, and it's actually, I ended up taking a couple of inches off the hem when I'd finished. So I've made a note next time, shorten it by 2 inches, and then I don't waste fabric. The crotch in the trousers is always an issue with me, and I took 2 inches off the front and the back of the crotch, and they now sit nicely on my waist. I'm getting up and down like a jack in a box, sorry. So what fabric did I use for the KARLAs? The trouser fabric was a melange double knit from Lamazi Fabrics, and it's a soft knit. If they've still got it for sale, I will put the details in the link below. And the top, because I didn't have enough to make the full set because I've used fabric from my stash, was a soft knit that I got as a remnant from Beyond the Pink Door. So it's a little bit two-tone. Both these fabrics have got viscose in them, and they are super, super soft. I've washed this set and it's washed really well. Doesn't really need any ironing. So that's another winner for me. So what do I think of the KARLA loungewear set? Well, the neckband, I've got to be honest, is a very narrow strip. It's meant to be a narrow neckband, I get that, but because my neckband fabric kept curling, I put best press on it and it still had a life of its own. So my neckband's not the best. I can do better neckbands than this, and I think if I do it again, I will make the neckband twice the width and just have a wider neckband round the top. And I think it will look nicer actually. It looks a bit lost as a neckband, and particularly if you're doing it in contrasting fabric, you like it to stand out. Well, I do. If you're doing it in the same fabric, you may want it to blend in a bit. Stick with the narrow neckband if you're brave. I love the sleeves. They've got elastic round the bottom, and they are a billow sleeve. Now they're a separate sleeve, they're not a grow-on sleeve. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I was happy with the shoulders. I didn't do a narrow shoulder adjustment. They are off my shoulders, but I think that's just the style of the top, to be honest. And because I did an extra small, I don't think I needed to do the shoulder adjustment. It's a nice pattern for beginners, so if you're just dipping your toe into jerseys and knit fabrics, KARLA loungewear set, a nice easy pattern to get you used to sewing with those types of fabrics, so great for beginners. But if you're going to do it and you don't want to be swamped, definitely downsize by 2 sizes. So that's the KARLA loungewear set. Hopefully you'll see some images coming up here of what it should look like, not what mine looks like. So I've done a quick changearoo into set number 2, which is the KAJO top and the Olo pants from Named Clothing. Now, I bought this as a bundle. You can buy them separately, and the top is also a wrap dress, which is on my list of things to try, but we're talking about loungewear today. So I made the KAJO top and I made the Olo pants from Named Clothing. So what do they say about these garments? The top is a relaxed fit, eye-catching layered design with this crossover detail, which is front and back as well. The curved hem on the front comes quite high up, which is a unique feature. It's got back wing sleeves, so these are grow-on sleeves. If you've not got sleeves to sew in, they're all part of the top. And as I've already said, there's a dress option included in this pattern as well. So Brucey bonus there. What about the Olos? They're a high-waisted, wide-legged trouser. And the big draw to me was there are no, I don't know if you can see, there's no outside seams at all, which was a huge draw to me and something I'd not done before. So I thought, loungewear, if there's no seams on the outside, they're going to be more comfortable. And indeed they are. So they recommend medium weight knits with at least 50% stretch. I'm not sure mine's got 50% stretch, so if yours hasn't, don't think you can't make it, just maybe go up a size to compensate. Soft cotton cable knits, that would work, or light sweatshirt fabrics. So lots of scope with this set. It comes in UK sizes 4 up to 28, so not too bad on the inclusivity. And the pants are in extra small up to triple XL. How much fabric do we need to make this gorgeous set? For the top, you need 1.95 to 2.2 meters because it's a crossover front and a crossover back and grow on back wing sleeves, so it takes more fabric than you'd think. And the pants are 1.5 to 2.6 meters, so not too bad considering that they're huge pattern pieces. So you get 2 huge pattern pieces for the legs, because the front and the back's all on one pattern piece, so they can take up more fabric, so bear that in mind when you're ordering your fabric. So what adjustments did I make to the KAJO and the Olos? Not many, to be honest with you. I made the top in a UK size 10 and I'm pleased with the fit, and the pants I made up in a small, and again I'm pleased with the fit of those as well. So I took 3 inches off the grow on sleeves and they come just above my wrist bone, which is where I wanted them to be. If I made another set, I might make them longer and put a thumb hook inside just to get really snuggly, so that's an option for next time. And weirdly, I didn't make any adjustments to the crotch. I know, it's unheard of with me, but honestly, I didn't adjust anything. So everybody else who's normal height, you're probably going to have to be careful with the crotch or you'll get a hungry bum. But mine, perfect. Love it. What would I do next time? Because I'm definitely making this set again. Well, I think I might try to make the top a little bit longer. Just lengthen the waistband so that it comes down a little bit low. I don't want to lengthen the top bit because I want the curve to be where it is, just under my bust line. But maybe lengthen the waistband detail just so it comes a little bit lower, but that's just me nitpicking, it's fine where it is. And that's it really. Everything else, apart from doing the sleeves longer and putting the thumb hole in, there's an option. And the fabric, this beautiful, beautiful wool mix fabric, was from Barry's when we went to Birmingham. And I wish I'd have got more of it now, because it is absolutely snuggly and warm. It's got stretch. It's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Love it to bits. So what do I think of the KAJO top and the Olo pants? Well, as you can probably guess, I quite like them. And I've written down here, I absolutely love this set. There you go. There's the answer. As for making this set, I'd say advanced beginners, because of the top. You could make the Olo pants as a novice and a beginner, absolutely no problem. The top with this crossover was a bit of a head scratcher because I thought it would catch in at the seam at this side, and I don't know if you can see, it actually doesn't. It's a nice detail there because it wraps around properly on the outside of the top, but that was a bit of a head scratcher to get right. So if you're struggling with that, just attach it in at the seam, nobody will know. So the top, I would say advanced beginner onwards. I love the pants. I love the fact that they've only got a seam in the middle. I know that means I haven't got the option to add inseam pockets. I could put some patch pockets on if I was desperate, but it's loungewear. Who needs pockets in loungewear? Not me. So yeah, as I've already said, love this set, feel really put together in it. Definitely going to make it again. And we'll talk in a bit about fabrics choices that I've got to make another Olo and KAJO set with. Whew. Okay, so I've got a huge pile of fabric options here, and we'll have a little muse about which ones we think will work in no particular order. So this first one is a rib knit fabric that I got from the bins at Abercarn's, and it is quite rigid, structured, but with a decent amount of stretch. So I thought it would be great to make the Olos in that, and then either the KARLA loungewear or the KAJO top in this cream ribbed cotton fabric. Now there's not a lot of stretch to this, so if I make the KAJO, I might have to up a size, so it might be the KARLA top for this one. So they're going to go together as a set. Can't wait to make those up. So that's set number one. Set number two is going to be in this. This is a viscose Ponte Roma that I got from Roy's Material World at the Knitting and Stitching Harrogate recently. And if you've not seen last week's vlog, bob back to it because I go through all the fabrics that I bought there. And it's really nice and soft, but got a decent amount of stretch to it. That is definitely going to be the KAJO and Olos for sure. Fabric number three is this one. I got this from Little Legs Fabrics. Again, it features in last week's vlog, so bob back. It's a lighter weight, and it's got some really, the velour little flowers all over it. Decent amount of stretch again. And this is a little bit more lightweight. So I thought this would be great going into springtime when I don't want my woolies on, but that's a way off yet. So that's going to get made. Think that top will be a KARLA top just because it's more lightweight and it will work with the billowy sleeves. KARLA top, Olo pants out of that. And then for the last idea, I've gone a little bit rogue. Yes, this is loungewear, but I actually love this top so much that I think it can, with the right fabric, it can be elevated into an evening garment or an evening outfit. Get me? Now this fabric I bought off Steph when she was destashing, and I've had it for a while because I love the fabric but didn't know what to make with it. We've all got them, haven't we, in our stash? But I think I've got the answer. This is the fabric. It's gorgeously stretchy peacock blue. It's got a bit of a glimmer to it. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera right. But what do we think? KAJO top, floaty Olo pants in this fabric for an evening out. Nice and comfy. You know, if I could have got it made up, which may well happen, this could be my Christmas Day outfit. Because we're not going out, we're staying at home. So it's super elevated loungewear. Oh my goodness, I've got to get cracking on this. Can't wait for this one now. So that is the last fabric idea. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 more loungewear sets. So I'll have 6 loungewear sets then, which, let's be honest, is probably enough even for me. So there we go. I'm going to be doing a little catwalk at the end, so stick around and see these babies in action. Absolutely loved making both of these sets, but I've got to choose a winner. And you've probably guessed which one it's going to be. It's going to be the one I'm wearing, which is the KAJO top and the Olo pants from Named Clothing. Now this pattern was really good value because I'll pop an image up now. You get a dress option with it as well. And I need to find some fabric in my stash that will work for that dress. I've allocated them all to loungewear, but I might rescue this one and make the dress in it instead. But I have got about 10 jersey knit dresses in my wardrobe. Do I need any more? Possibly not, but it's a beautiful dress. Might just have to make it in this or try and find some more. I knew I should have got some more colours in this when I was at the Knit and Stitch, because if I want some more from Roy now, I've got to go all the way to Leicester for it, which is not round the corner for me. So that will teach me. I bought with intention, but I've tripped up because he had loads of colours in this beautiful viscose ponte. So if you're anywhere near Leicester, get to Roy's and get some of this. It's absolutely gorgeous fabric. So time for the catwalk. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it being a sewing sanctuary away from the madness of the season. And I will see you all next week when I'll be back from Gran Canaria. So I'll be telling you what I wore in the sunshine in Gran Canaria and what my plans are for the rest of December. So take care. Don't let the season get you down. Just do some sewing and everything will be fine. See you next week, guys.